So, good evening, everybody, and we are live again. This is the seventh episode of Roundtable with Ritika, and I'm so excited for today because this unusually is a session with the entire batch, and the batch is one of the most special batch because the students have come from a very diverse background, and it was a lot fun with all of them. They're all here today to share their experience about their learning journey with ESOL and the fun that they had. So I take this opportunity to invite all our students of this particular batch, Miss Rani. Good evening, Miss Rani, and welcome to Roundtable with Ritika.
Good evening, Ritika.
Then
How
we
are you?
have Mr. Sumit. Welcome,
Good,
Sumit, and welcome to Roundtable with Ritika.
good evening, Ritika. Thanks for inviting us in this session.
Thank you so much. And then we have Mr. Sagar. Good evening, Sagar, and very welcome to Roundtable with Ritika. This is our seventh episode, and we are going to have a very fun, interactive, and insightful conversation. Before we begin, just want to ask you, like we always do in our class, how are you doing?
We are totally good, as you as usual. You can see us.
That's great.
Well, as I always answer, I'm in the pink of health, Ritika. Thank you. That's really kind of you to ask. How are you doing?
I'm very good too. Thank you for asking. And Rani, how are you doing?
Yes, Ritika, so far so good about me. Thank you for asking me.
Like always. That's
Can come.
great. All right. So for this particular session, I have planned particular some specific games, keeping in mind the highlights of the class, and just want to keep it more interactive. But before we begin, and before we could start getting into the experiences, could you please share a bit more about yourself. If you could take turns to introduce yourself, share about your highlights, and just tell us more about your professional background, that would be great.
Yes, Sumit, would you like to go first?
I think you will be the
All
first
right.
one.
All right, never mind. Uh, I'm Sagar, and I'm currently employed at a corporate firm. I'm a trainer by profession, and I used to work initially in a completely different sector, the entertainment field, for about 15 years. However, for the last 4 to 5 years, I've been focused on my role within the corporate sector, along with the entertainment field. So my work primarily involves training people and has allowed me to develop strong skills in effectively communicating as well, which I find crucial in my current professional endeavor.
Thank you, Sagar. Yes, Sumit.
Yeah. Good evening, all of you. I'm currently running an education institution right now. We are located in Hisar city in Haryana state, and we are providing classes all over India via our YouTube channel, and our application is specifically designed for that, and we are providing classes for that. And I am engaged in this business in 2019. Back, I started this setup, and I'm co-founder there. So this is the background. This is the my business setup that I running currently right now. And apart from that, I'm also engaged in some business also. That's is set apart from these activities. So that's the main scenario of my professional background.
Thank you for sharing, Sumit. Yes, Rani.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Rani George. I am from Kerala. I am a dentist running my own clinic in my hometown. Even though I have been running my clinic for 39 years, even though I am a retired person, I am still working. Working in my clinic itself feel makes me feel I am still young. I am very healthy. So that's all about me, and it's really my akig. I love my work, what I do in my clinic. I enjoy a lot.
That's great. Thank you so much. I think it's now a very fresh start. Everybody knows you. And could you please throw some light on where do you hail from? What is your base town?
Can I
Well,
say?
I'm sorry.
Okay, Sagar will
Yes.
go on. Let Sagar will go on. Yes,
Okay.
yes, Sagar.
Well, I'm an Indian by nationality, and I'm basically from Mysuru, but I have lived here in Bengaluru for almost 2.5 decades. So I know it like the back of my hand.
That's
Okay.
great.
For residential status, I am also an Indian. So currently, I'm living in Haryana state and Hisar city. That's the main thing.
Okay. I hail from Kerala, which is well known for its greeneries, and I live in southern part of Kerala. Here, these hill stations and the lake resorts. I That's all about me.
That's great. So now we have people from different corners of the country, and it's good to see how you bring the richness of your background, of your diversity together into one place. So let's begin. I would like to ask you more questions to get deeper into your experiences during your learning journey and your class structures. So let's begin with the first question. You coming from different backgrounds, of course you had something at the back of your mind while planning to join the class. So what were your initial objectives that you planned before joining ESOL? Did you have any particular requirement, or did you were looking for something to achieve by the end of this course?
Well, I chose Cambridge Certificate of English Fluency from ESOL to check where I stand as an English speaker. And learning has no age or stage, Ritika. I wanted to enhance my communication skills, which are crucial for me as a trainer as well. And of course, like I was talking about, um, I wanted to figure out at what stage I stood as an English speaker, as I'm a trainer and facilitator. And in case I achieve fluency in English, that would allow me to confidently engage in, my class, and even with the global audience, and for my academic pursuits as well. So that was the main intent. And mastery of advanced English enables me to articulate ideas more clearly with diverse audience as a trainer as well. Additionally, it positions me better in a global market, ensuring that I can connect and work better. So, in a nutshell, I chose Cambridge Certificate of Advanced Fluency from ESOL with the expectations that it would empower me to contribute to my personal and professional development.
Okay.
In my case, I joined ESOL. The main criteria for joining that is being to improve my communication skills and fluency, because I have to focus on my communication skills and fluency part a lot, because I'm doing courses day by day and I have to appear in the market, all that things for because this is the thing that is being so necessity. This is being the necessity of your is the for the current time. So you have to enhance yourself, your communication skills, your appearance, and all that things you have to work upon it. So the main part is your communication skill when you are in the society, that how your appearance and how your communication skill, that matters a lot. So that's the main criteria for joining this batch. And that's all.
Okay. And Rani, what about you?
Yeah, yeah, I joined on this platform just to improve my fluency. It was my childhood dream to become more proficient in English, and also it's a kind of enjoyment for me, which makes me happy meeting new people every day from different states of India. Uh, and I am very happy because I could meet three new persons in this session, and I am not focusing on the certificate. I just want to enhance my communication skills. I believe I still have to, uh, I still have a long way to go. Still, I am not, I am very satisfied with all the classes with Ritika.
That's great. Thank you so much for mentioning. As Sagar Sumit Rani, you've mentioned about your initial objectives. Let's talk more about it. How would you describe your overall journey with ESOL? Like, we can start with day one until your final day. How was your overall experience? And please feel free to, chat amongst yourself and pull out insights that you'd like to highlight, please. Thank you.
Right. No, my journey with ESOL has been transformative since day one. I was skeptical initially, to be very frank, not knowing if this was the right choice to make. But over time, I witnessed significant progress. And, the tailor made approach to each of us. And the very first day when we all met, there was some kind of bonding, you see. Something clicks. There was a wavelength that really clicked for me. So, the very first moment where we introduced ourselves, it felt like this is not the first time we're all catching up. It felt like as if we've known each other for quite some time, and we're just catching up casually to have a conversation. And each class has been that way. And I have to say, whether it's Ritika or Sumit or Rani coming from different parts of the country, usually it's different parts of the world. And as far as this session is concerned, it was different parts of the country. And yet was so different in cultures. India being a diverse country, there were too many things that were happening, and yet we managed to strike a chord and keep things going in the right way. I think that wavelength really mattered to me because I was, like I said, I was really skeptical. I'm not a I'm not very comfortable when it comes to wavelength not matching. I don't like something in someone. It takes some time for me to get along. But this, from the time go, it was brilliant. I think from hesitant beginnings to now, missing attending the sessions once it's done. I even told you the 4 day break that we had. It felt like an eternity going by, and I think the class was brilliant, and I miss it every moment.
Thank you so much. Sumit,
You're
what do you
welcome.
think?
I can say the whole journey is totally fantastic because before I joined this batch, I'm not aware of anything. Ki what are the things are going to be covered and how these things are going to be covered. But when the day one we have started, each and every day you will find everything better from the day before that you have completed. So that's the beauty of this batch because the course is designed in a way that you will learn something new in each day. So that's the main thing. And apart from that, the participants of this batch, I love this batch because I enjoy each and every day in this class because there's a total so much fun and so much learning because as you know, in our batch Sagar is totally excellent, and I learned a lot from Sagar also because his fluency skills are brilliant, and Rani ji also doing much better than earlier. The first day we all joined because we think that how we cope up with each other because one is because we are in the middle of something. So how Ritika handles all of that in a way that we are all learn a good subject. So that's the beauty of this batch. I enjoyed a lot. I can say this is the beautiful batch I joined this till yet. I enjoyed a lot. Really, I enjoyed a lot.
Thank you so much, Sumit. Rani, what are your views?
In my opinion, all my classmates and the trainer Ritika was quite fabulous, fantastic, first class. I enjoyed this class. When I joined, I was a little bit skeptical when I saw you. Yeah, you people, you are very young, and I am an old lady. but you never alienated me from you. You considered me as of your own age, and I was also feeling like I am a young lady participating with you youngsters. uh, Thinking of my conversation skills, I did one thing that I have the recordings of all your classes from the first day to means last day, and I was comparing all these classes about how I improved, or is there any improvement in my conversation. I think I have improved a lot. It's only because of Saga and Ritika. So it was really enjoyable for me. Each session I loved and I enjoyed a lot.
Thank you so much. Moving on to our next part. Is there any particular lesson or any particular teaching technique or experience during your studies that stands out to you as favorite? Or you would like to throw more light on that?
Absolutely. The best part for me, as far as the faculty, the Ritika, for that matter, is concerned, is how you don't get to feel left out in a session. You're not disappointed at any moment. Look, bonding with others at ESOL pose both challenges and opportunities due to the diversity in age, first language, the professions, and different interests. So, despite these points, there was not a single moment where I felt left out or disappointed or pulled down or ostracized at any moment. The shared goal and the positive mindset of each individual, including Ritika, created that strong sense of camaraderie. I think those active discussions and collaborative programs that we did, and those timely sessions where we're given a minute or two, and we would have to come up with something innovative and new. All of that was fantastic. I think I loved all of that. And of course, how can I forget the feedback sessions? The feedback sessions and the fun we had, the constructive criticism and the personalized advices, not only from Ritika to others, but amongst each other as well, showed how strong we are as a batch, how strong we were as a team, and without letting any of that experience or ego affect each other. We were so open minded to take all those positives and negatives for each other, and probably that is why we're sitting here and talking about this today.
Cannot hear
You are on
Ritika.
mute. You are on mute.
Ritika, I cannot.
So, sorry, absolutely, Sagar. I couldn't agree more with you because it's not only about what the trainer does in the class, but it's also how the students are reciprocating plus conversating with each other. I think more than the trainer,
Yes.
the students, when they get to share feedbacks with each other, your fellow mates, when you see your friends are trying to help you giving the constructive feedback, and when you are giving them the feedback as well, that helps you and that motivates you to implement them at a lot. Rani ji, what is your favorite lesson or favorite teaching technique that you really appreciated?
For me, the your classes or the other students make the comments of other students, whether it is positive or negative, really influenced me a lot. I never feel like I'm inferior to all these people. Ritika, you always motivated me and encouraged me. I feel like always the classes are really encouraging me and make me more courageous to attend the class. In the beginning, I was a little bit nervous and scared of meeting, like joining in the classes with this video and all. But I learned a lot. I learned how to use this computer and all. That's also a great learning for me. I felt my companions were very good to me, and their comments, negative comments. I really appreciated all the comments from my participants. Um, Yeah, that's all about the classes. And you introduce new techniques like storytelling. Some yesterday's class, even though I didn't follow the rules, I could do something about like storytelling. These are all first to me. I haven't done before such kind of activities. Now I think I can do something more of more with these activities, and you educated me about all these things. And now I am applying these things while I do some conversation with somebody that I do daily for almost half an hour in another application. I am now applying all this with other participants. So your classes was absolutely fantastic, outstanding, exceptional.
Thank you for all the kind words, all of you. We're the best batch.
Yes, it's feeling
Anjali,
like the showers of so good words. It's just going to not make my day, but the entire week, I guess.
Yeah, we all are wet right now from the showers of words.
that's glad. I'm
That's
glad.
yes, yes. What stood out to you, Sumit? Though you missed majority of the classes, still from the
No,
ones that you attended.
I am the one who attended all the sessions because I never missed any session from eSoul. You
Oh,
can
well,
check my
no doubt about
attendance as well. Because Sagar and Raniji knows me better because they are absent many a days, but I never make make a leave. So I attended
that's
all the
Sumit
sessions.
being Sumit, you see.
Sorry.
That's the humorous Sumit being himself, you see.
No, no, they know such humor in that
We're
because Ritika
considering
knows.
that as a joke.
Ritika knows that because I already. You can see my attendance also. There's day and day attendance is being ready with Ritika. So I can say that each and every day this is a beautiful journey. Whether in terms of pronunciation part, in terms of verb, in terms of listening, and in terms of reading, you will enjoy the because all are being interlinked totally. I can never say that this particular thing is being more efficient or this particular thing is not. No, all are being interrelated, and you will enjoy all that things. And all we all guys enjoyed all that things in the session because the main thing how tutor teaches you. That's the main beauty of curriculum because I have the syllabus because if I don't know how to teach that syllabus, then there no such outcome for that syllabus. So special thanks to Ritika for tutoring us in a great manner. I can say in a beautiful manner. So we learned a lot in this session, and all the things are being best as usual. I can say that I attended all the sessions, as you know that. So this is the beautiful thing. I can say all things are being totally managed and interlinked in a beautiful way.
Yeah, kudos to you,
Thank you
Ritika.
so much. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. All right. So you mentioned that you come from different backgrounds, and that was the best part about this, entire batch. I want to know from you how easy or how difficult was it for you to bond with others? I know you had that spark from day one, but considering the differences in your age, your first language, and your profession and interest as well, what helped you to gel well with each other?
I think age doesn't matter in the learning part.
It does certainly, it does not.
No, no. In the learning method, you can learn each and every day. Age doesn't matter in that because every day is a learning day. You can see that because every day you will learn anything, everything from the person. Maybe you are older one, and maybe you are from learning from your junior ones. So that's the beauty of learning, that you have to learn something. That doesn't matter that the person is your senior or junior. So I think all that in the learning part, I can say that I learned a lot from all the professional backgrounds because Sagar is so efficient in our batch. As you can see that the fluency part, Sagar is so efficient, and the Rani is also best in their capability. So they are trying to improve their communication skills also. So that we are in a batch, a total talent is being there. Whereas I can see that Sagar is super excellent, and where we can see ourselves also, we are not standing in front of them. So that's the main beauty that I learned a lot from Sagar also, because during the batch, because a circle is also matters when you are learning, you are opening up yourself. Because in a tray of fruit, if you have all growth fruits, then you will grow naturally, and there is one fruit who is not efficient, then you will all will get
You're
disefficient. So that's the beauty of this batch, because we are in a circle that they are already grown. So thankful to all
Thank
of
you for
you.
the kind words, Sumit. But I have to say, all of us are good in our own domains. We have our negatives and have our positives, right? Ritika? All of us are here to do something. I mean, take the next step. That is the best way to put it. I wouldn't say learn something or excel with something. I would say just take the next step and see where it goes. Bonding with others during the course was an amazing experience for me. Like I was explaining to you, the diverse background of all of them, and it enriched our interactions, making every discussion insightful and engaging. I learned a lot from Sumit. I learned a lot from Rani. I learned a lot from you. So the collaborative activities and group projects opened a different mindset for me as well, and it allowed me to inculcate those into my training sessions as well. So it has also helped me, use that in my professional career. So everyone was open and supportive, creating an environment of mutual respect and friendship, which matters a lot, is what I feel. At any stage when more than two people are getting together, it is the mutual respect and love for each other that matters. And once that gets going, I think there's nothing stopping you. So the encouragement
Absolutely.
that we received from each of them, including you, was brilliant. Overall, the personal connections, it was not just professional, you see, it was the personal connections. And somebody was missing in the class, all of us used to wonder, where is this person? Is he coming? Is he joining? Why is he not joining? There was a personal touch to it. It was not just professional, is what I would like to say. They greatly enhanced my journey professionally, personally as well. It was truly memorable, is what I feel.
Truly, and I couldn't agree more as much as I've enjoyed with all three of you, because all three of you come with a different element. While Sumit contributed with his humor, Rani helped us to learn through her experiences, and we were always in awe with while she shared what she's done over the past time, how adventurous she had already been, and how passionate she was as a learner. So
Absolutely.
everybody coming up with their own elements contributed to the energy and spark during the classes. And then it did not even feel like we are of different age groups or generations in that matter. And that's how we all learned together and grew together.
Well, adding on to that, Ritika, I would like to say there was not a single session where we haven't laughed to Sumit's jokes. There was not a single session where we did not get inspired from what Raniji was saying. We were amazed. Our jaws used, we used to watch her with dropping in wonder how she did that at that age, and with all her experiences. And she has inspired us as well in one way or the other. And we've been inspired by Sumit's humor as well, and of course you being the mentor were inspiring at all times. So it was probably all right things put together. It was a bunch of positivity put together in one room, and then said bump into each other. So it was just that.
Absolutely. I agree. So here, one last question before we move to the final rapid fire thing. You
Wow.
all already being on a good level, a proficient level, how did the teachers still challenged you during your journey? And how did your homeworks, which sounded like some real life based homework, helped you through achieving your goals and objectives by the end of the course?
I just want to
Sumit,
say
would you
that
like
I
to go?
never made video logs. Just before this session, I made first time vlog in this session only because Ritika assigned us a vlog to create as a task. So I created this. And it takes a lot of time for me to create the vlog because in every assignment when you are on daily basis, you are listening, you are reading, and you are pronouncing the words naturally. But when you have to record something, then a lot of energy is required to record that. I got surprised by this task when I going to record my first video, but it's so difficult for me to record that. And I think it's also necessary for you to explore yourself also. It's explore your qualities and your it explore your communication skills as well, because earlier when you are not going out of the box, then you will not learn something new. So that's the beauty of the task given by the tutor. And second one, the story based writing, the on the a picture is given to you and you have to write a story. That also indicates your learning abilities and writing abilities also. Then how you write, how you put your thoughts and put your words into a, a long story. So that's the thing that you will learn gradually by these type of tasks, and that's are important for you for in a learning journey also. So I learned a lot, and I can say this is the beautiful thing and the beautiful batch I ever joined. So I improve many things, I can say that.
Well,
Okay.
that was brilliant,
Yes.
Sumit. See, as far as I'm concerned, Ritika, look, I can say speaking is my strong suit. Okay, I could do that at any moment. You wake me up from sleep and say, start talking. I can do that until you force me to stop. Okay, I can go on and on. That wasn't a problem with me at all. But the activities that we did, me having to host a podcast and being a TV presenter, being a blogger, being a story writer, being a storyteller, I'm very happy doing it. I'm very comfortable doing it. Being a story writer, I had to think from different angles. And being a TV presenter, it takes something different there, right? Hosting a podcast or being a TV presenter requires a different kind of voice modulation. It needs a different kind of energy that goes in. All that was really different for me. I mean, that was the first time I was hosting a podcast. It was the first time I was being a TV presenter. It was the first time I was blogging. And it was really, it opened different mindsets for me, as in, uh, I became more innovative. I started thinking in different angles. That made me come out of my comfort zone, where I was given a task that I wasn't comfortable, but I had to do it. But during the process, while I was doing it, I started enjoying it a lot. I wanted more of it. So I think that is the process that I have gone through with ESOL, and it has been wonderful.
Yes, and definitely the way all of you presented and made some extra efforts to look that to be standing out was amazing. And Rani, I want to ask you
Yeah.
especially this thing because all the challenges I know that I purposely assigned were way out of your comfort zone. However, you still attempted all of these. So, how was the experience overall doing these tasks?
Yes, yes, the homework was really challenging for me because of my time constraint. And all these things are very uh, abnormal or first to me. I haven't attempted such homeworks in my whole life. I tried, but anyway, I tried my best. But I think I changed the story into a different, in a different way. Like when I saw this saga story, I felt like I was absolutely wrong. I did something. It was not correct. My story was not at all correct. And anyway, I tried my best. I am always busy with my clinic, with my family. Um, uh, in spite of all this, I think I have done something great. Thinking of my age, my time constraint, and the students, these people always encouraged me, like always praising me, you. I am really an inspiration for you all. So I'm really satisfied. I am very happy with the classes and all. Especially Ritika, your smile always made me fantastic about these classes. All people are
I
really
think
smiling. I enjoy smiling. This infectious smile always you have in your face because I am a dentist.
want to add one more thing, Ranuji. You feel confident after reading my story also because your story is better than my story.
I didn't read your story.
So
I
that's why
didn't
I'm
find.
saying that you will feel confident after reading my story.
Okay, I didn't find your story. It is. But when I
I
saw
Well,
did.
this is
Yes,
Sagar's
go on,
Rani.
go on.
story, so Sagar's story, it was really fun and filled with. It was really a story. I felt like that. My story is just some people studying in second standard or high school students, like doing this story of that age students. I was done like that. But Sagar's story is
Them
far.
like before the first standard students. So you will feel more
No.
confident. So there's no such issue in that.
Well, if people think this, we're doing all this for, the round table, it is wrong. This is the usual scene at our sessions. This this is how the sessions go. We start off laughing, we end up laughing, and until Ritika cuts the call and asks us to leave, all of us are just laughing and talking.
And
This is how it
already
is.
the jaws. Yes. But yeah,
That
I must
infectious
appreciate.
smile of yours and the infectious laughter of his and that infectious inspiration of Raniji all together has made it wonderful, I have to say.
Yes, yes, and we should appreciate that all of us have accepted all of you accepted the challenge, and not only did you perform, but you pushed yourself to fetch out some more extra creativity out of whatever you did, whatever form was comfortable for you. For like when Sagar attempted the speech he had to record, he got into his dress, he held some props in his hand just to make the things feel more realistic. Sumit worked fantastically well with the editing part, while Rani focused on like sharing and expressing her thoughts in the best and the most prompt way that she could. So, absolutely, that was the part. And yes, before we begin with the next part of this conversation, this usually is the scene. You don't realize how well you're learning when you're having fun while doing it. So, all of us who bring their own elements to it makes it even better, and then we forget about anything else that's going on in the background, and we don't even realize how 1 hour has already stretched to 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour 20 minutes, and then I had to look at my
Absolutely.
clock and tell you that's all for
Yes,
today.
many a times other candidates join our session also, and they are enjoying our session.
Absolutely. So now one thing, let's start with it. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. These are going to be fun, and you might have to relook or look back at the classes, and then whoever is the prompt speaker is the first speaker. Of course, the credit goes to them. Yeah. So we're not taking turns here. We'll be on prompt and the first person.
It's like
So
KBC.
Wow.
Mega Crorepati.
yeah, but there are no 7 crore amount. Okay. Just a quick heads up. So, to begin with the rapid fire, my first question is, what was the best classroom activity that you participated in? You have to be quick, you have to be precise.
The TV presenter.
Okay, the TV presenter. Okay, anything from you, Rania Samit?
The best activity is when you give us the role play for a. I remember I have to provide. I have to give a role play of an investor. I have to ask questions from Rani ji, and I have to invest in business of Rani ji. So Rani
Business
is
of
so
Sumit
beautiful
Sagar.
actress in that role play, and
Oh, that
Sagar
was
is the
interesting.
restaurant owner in that case. So I have to run the Sagar's business. So that's the
Okay.
main activity that I enjoyed a lot.
And
Oh,
Rani,
that
what
was
about
fun.
you?
Almost all classes are quite fantastic for me. One class I want to remember is vlog. It's a that I did as a homework. Actually, I was not knowing the difference between a vlog and blog, and I asked my son what's the difference between a vlog and blog, and also I learned from this class, and I felt like quite insulted, humiliated because my presentation was not up to the standard. Still, you people never commented, like it's never insulted me. That's I felt like it was not good presentation. That was really fun for. I took it as a fun.
That's
No, it
great.
was
Our
wonderful and it was
second
very
question.
informative.
Yeah,
Yes,
because if you see my
absolutely.
performance, then you have no need to worry anything. So be confident, Raniji.
All right. My second question. What was the typical structure of a class at ESOL? A typical structure, if you could recall from any class.
Okay. Saying hi, hello, and talking about the person who used to miss the sessions regularly, and then how were, how were things? And then once he joined the session, we start off with what we did the previous day, and then we start off with the session, and then we did activities, and then it stretched for another 15 to 20 minutes, and then
No, but you're not
we
coming to
spoke
the
about
point. What was the structure? What was the structure? In bullets, if you could share.
What we
What
started,
was
and
the
after that,
structure?
what we did, and after that, what we did. That's the thing that you want to.
It was a kind of organized class, means starting with vocabulary,
Yes.
pronunciation,
Yeah,
grammar. You
Oh,
saw
you mean the
of
syllabus structure?
class. Our
even
class is being started in 5 ways. You have five tasks are being given: the pronunciation part, verb part, reading part, listening part, and all the things are being described, and you have to crack it level by level. So that's the
Perfect.
structure of the class,
No,
the
no.
main
The
structure of the class.
structure was about the syllabus, is it? So it was vocabulary and then pronunciation, learning, what is that? Listening, sorry, and then speaking. I think that was the structure.
Yes.
anything
L for
within
laughing also. No, no,
yeah,
no.
you
L for
completed.
laughing.
Yes,
My
yes, yes.
next
Not
question.
listening.
Can you name any three grammar lessons that you've learned?
Used to
Can you name any?
we learn three
Three. Can you see the question? Can you name any three
Yeah.
grammar lessons that you learned?
lessons.
Articles. First of all, use of articles a and the,
Yes. The
and
and
Oh
and
my God! Why am I
another
so
thing,
blank?
how,
Uh,
how to use shall or may, these words, how
tenses,
what
in
else?
what
tenses.
scenarios these words are being used, and use of must, use of should, and these are the words. Then how you have to put into the sentences, like has to, have to. These are the grammar part that we have learned.
Tenses,
Sumit
tenses
has
also.
been very funny, but the sincere one as well. See, he remembers. All
Yes,
right.
adjectives,
What
tenses.
is
Yeah, good
your
job.
funniest class memory?
Oh, the
When the
funniest
class
one
is being
was
started,
we all
then
burst into
we are,
laughter. We did not know why we were laughing.
yeah,
We were looking at Sumit
we
and
are
laughing. Do
laughing
you
and we
remember?
don't know the reason reason of laugh. So and we are laughing, and there no such reason behind that why we are laughing. So that's the most
They-
funniest class of our journey, because I have attended all the class, as you know that. So I can say that.
Well, I vaguely remember what we were laughing for. I mean, there was something that we were supposed to do, and
Sumit joined
if you,
late.
I
I
joined late
think
yeah,
two
if you
minutes.
remember,
I joined 2 minutes late at that point of day because I'm the regular on my time as usual because I have attended all the
all
sessions.
right. We can't digest that, Sumit. Moving on to our next question. Who was the most sincere student in the class?
Sumit is the most sincere student in the class, as you know that. And you can see that all are being laughing on that point. So the sincere student is Rani ji. Actually, yeah.
so I would give it to
The
Sumit
true
and
answer
Ranji.
is
Please, we need some honest vote on this.
yeah. True sincere student in our class is Rani ji, who perform well, who is
Yes.
ready to learn every day and everything, and she tried their best in the learning part. So the
Okay.
most sincere
Thank
student
you,
are
Who
honest.
was the funniest in the batch?
Sumit,
Funniest, I
Ritika
think,
is
needless
the
to say.
funniest. Is the
I
funniest
itself,
I
person
don't
in the
think you
batch.
need to vote. I don't think you need to vote at all. So the sincere one, I would give it
No,
to Raniji, and the funniest, I would give it to Sumit at any point.
Ritika is
Who was the most punctual student in the class?
Sumit is the most punctual student in the class because I repeated 4 times in the session that I attended all the sessions.
Sumit, you're so much. You're trying to brand yourself so much with punctuality, with sincerity,
Yeah,
with regularity.
because I will get A plus grade in the certificates, as you know that. Because
No, your certification grades are not based on this. Okay. All right. Who was the most punctual?
Sagar,
Well, I'm really not sure
all
who
serious one.
is. I mean, who has the highest attendance? I'm really not sure about that.
I
Punctuality
attended
means
all.
time
I
is
attended
4 p.m. and you are going on 4 p.m. That's the punctuality means.
It's Rani. She attended not all the classes, but also she joined 3:58, 3:59 for a 4 p.m.
It's
class. So
Good
that's
job,
for her.
Rani.
And lastly, what are the top three reasons one must join ESOL once in their life? Top three reasons.
for me.
Go on, Sumit.
Uh,
I have
yes,
to try this because Ritika also said that because I have not to try it on first of all. So you have to try it first to answer this question.
All right.
Anybody
So
can
I
please.
would say one needs to take the Cambridge Certificate of English Advanced Fluency courses at ESOL because it would help them personally and professionally in terms of language communication skills and adaptation of their learning and all of that. It's not only the learning part, it's also the adaptation where you get to do a lot of other things coming out of your comfort zone. The second thing is, I think it is personal. It is not a class or course per se. It is beyond that. It goes on to give you a personal touch. It is a personal bond where one day, if you are missing the session, you feel very sad. You'll give it your 100% to make sure you're not missing any sessions. So it drives you there. I think that is the thing. And the third thing is the way feedbacks are given. As trainers, as a professional trainer, I know we are taught a certain way to give feedbacks, constructive feedbacks, so that people improve, right? First, you give a positive, and then you mention area of improvement, and then you cover up with another positive, and then that's a sandwich technique that we usually follow. And while I knew all of that, while I knew what you were doing, while I knew that is a process and that is what you're doing and you're following it, I did not disclose it to you, but I have to say kudos to you for doing it so brilliantly. I was admiring all of that, the evaluation process and all of that. It was brilliant. And there were a lot of takeaways for me as well with that. So, whether it's your professional bit of it or your personal bit of it, I think there's a lot to take.
You are on mute.
You're on mute, Ritika.
Thank you so much, Sagar, and thank you for your feedback as well, is what I said.
You're most welcome.
Yes, Sumit.
And
Top
in
three
my view,
reasons.
top three reasons are, first of all, the learning part. If you have to learn the English language properly, so that's the main criteria to join ESOL, because you are not here to get certificates. You are here to improve your communication skills as well as the learning part. The first thing you are here to learn something new, and you are come here to improve your English language. The first thing. Second thing, in India, where we are in the environment that we are always talking Hindi, and all the circles are being who are talkative in Hindi. So we are not able to learn the English language properly, because if we are in a circle of the persons who are daily communicate in English language, then you will learn automatically this language. There's no such hard and fast rule in this language, because the main thing is your practice part only. When you will practice, because there is a proper circle for that. And if you are attending this class, you will get a proper circle for 3 or 4 students. And the third thing is the focus part, because there is a limited student batch. Then tutor can focus on your each and every thing, because where you lacks in speaking, in pronunciation or everything. So a proper focus is being given to you in ESOL, so that can improve your English language, that improve your fluency in a much better way. So that's the top three reasons in my view.
That's great. I see she's not around. But yeah, thank you so much for all of these part. This conversation. Yes, you'd like to say something, Sagar?
No, I was just saying,
That's it.
adding on to what Sumit was saying, and both Sumit and Rani, from where they started, from their first session, uh, and where completed the last session, I could see so much improvement in the way they spoke, so much confidence, and I think it's brilliant the way you've guided them, and I think we've taken steps together. We've held hands together and taken steps together. And I would like to thank all of you because I have learned a lot from each one of you, and for making this such a wonderful journey and a memorable one. Memories that I could cherish for a long time. So I would probably say thanks, not just on a professional level, but on a personal level as well. Thank you so much for being so supportive, so nice. And yes, this goes out to all of you. And Raniji and Sumit, I really would like to appreciate you guys from where you started, using and inculcating all that you've learned in each sessions, and trying to, improve yourselves. And now that you're sitting here and talking confidently, it is absolutely wonderful, your journey. From my perspective as a trainer that I've seen, I think you've done a really good job, Ritika. You have to be proud of
Thank you
yourself.
so much. Thank
Yeah,
you
You have
so
to
much,
be.
Sagar.
Saga, for your compliments. I just joined on this platform to test my own conversation skills. I didn't answer that question. And the second one is to enhance my conversation skills. And I got an opportunity to attend classes with you youngsters. That's my
That's
goal.
great.
And I'm
Well, I'm
not
glad you could call me a youngster after crossing 35, but I'll gladly take that as a compliment.
Again, I would like to thank you all for sparing your valuable time to be a part of Roundtable and being here for sharing your experiences, and not only sharing experience but inspiring others to start on their learning journey as well. As you said, age or the background, the profession hardly matters when you are determined and you're passionate about beginning your journey. So thank you so much, A, for choosing ESOL, for trusting ESOL to contribute in your success in a way that we could. And thank you so much now for spending your valuable time and just showering us with all the kind words that you said. We are so
Oh,
glad and humbled that uh, we could make a change, or we could leave an impact in your own lives.
okay. One question I want to ask on this conclusion part.
Yes, please.
I didn't see the round table in entire session.
God, Sumit, Sumit being Sumit.
That is Sumit being
Please
Sumit.
do. Please, thank you. We'll consider that as a suggestion.
Okay,
Considering to name it to square or rectangle table with others. Okay. All
When you
right.
take literal meaning of the words, that's Sumit for you.
Yes. And this is for everybody who's been watching. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our conversation, and I hope that you saw in real life how the classes are, and you could learn not only from their insights, but you could trust their words. See you again next Friday, 5 p.m., with another student. So, this was the batch, and then we are meeting another student to learn more about their experiences. Thank you.
okay. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you.